Hey guys, I love coffee, but as you may know since you clicked on this video, there is always too much of something, and if you drink too much coffee, there can be disadvantages. But of course there are also advantages to drinking some coffee. So in this video I'm going to show you my routines and systems on how I have learned to balance my caffeine intake. So I would say this is like caffeine reduction made easy. And I will also mention why it makes sense to combine it with weight loss and dieting at the same time, because that was actually the reason why I developed the system in the first place. We'll get into that later in the course itself. And I actually use coffee mixing, including mixing different roasts of coffee. And also we're gonna, of course, be talking about which types of decaf, that means caffeine-free, options that you can also mix into your own favorite coffee that has caffeine. And then I'm gonna go through a schedule you can use to implement in your daily life, so you can taper down your caffeine intake without having a cold turkey experience. The coolest thing about my course, I think, is that you can continue drinking coffee that tastes good. And we're also gonna talk about how you can improve the taste of coffee with the best decaf solutions that I have found. So I think that's pretty cool, and that's actually one of the main reasons I decided to make a course about this, because I think it will help a lot of people. The benefits of reducing caffeine intake is mainly that it improves your sleep, and it also improves your well-being, in the sense that too much caffeine will make you feel wired and kind of more busy than you actually need to be. Even though you're productive, there's still a limit for how busy you want to feel when you're working. There's the right amount of alertness that you can achieve, so to speak, by having the right amount of caffeine intake. So that's something I've been working on. For me, fitness and recovery in fitness when I train hard is super important. And as you can see, I have also done well in professional motorcycle racing at a high level, and I've been into fitness and nutrition, studying it for actually over 20 years now. And I've also studied nanoscience, and that gives me more of a systematic and scientific approach to everything I do in basically all my courses. I'm also the founder and CEO of a two-time TripAdvisor award-winning training camp called Fit Camp 5, and that's something I'm really proud of. And the course is even going to help you wake up early, and I'll also explain why that makes sense later in the course. So now let's talk a little bit about who this course is for specifically. So of course, if you just simply feel that you are drinking too much coffee and you want to reduce it, this would be something for you. Or if you have problems sleeping in the evening or having quality sleep, it's also a course for you. And then if you're like me, if you're a very driven person that easily becomes excited to work on projects so much that you don't need the extra kick of caffeine, then this is also something for you. And what I've personally achieved through my caffeine intake reduction principles is I've gone from drinking around 5 or 6 cups of coffee per day down to drinking only 1 cup of coffee, or should I say, I drink the equivalent of 1 cup of caffeinated coffee mixed with about 5 cups of decaf coffee of my choice. So I still drink the same amount of cups of coffee through the day, which I really enjoy because I love coffee, as I mentioned, but I don't have to completely stop drinking coffee or only get 1 cup of coffee per day, which would suck, because I really enjoy the flavor of coffee. And I actually think a lot of people who love drinking coffee, they can be absolutely fine by cutting down the caffeine and then just enjoying coffee for the flavor and the taste it gives you. The nice experience it is with a perfectly hot cup of coffee. It's like it activates your senses and makes you focused with a little treat during the workday that tastes really good. So now I'll go through the structure of the course, okay? The first thing in the course when we get started is you are going to define your own goal. Where do you want to end up? And find your favorite decaf product that you're gonna use to help mix with your regular coffee. And also get ready having your accessories in place and a protocol to implement it into your daily life. And the most important part, start doing the routine and go through each step and do your first day of implementing these routines. Reach your goal and take notes on the way to reaching your goal if you have time, about how you feel, so you can maybe notice improvements in how you feel, like regarding stress level and well-being and the stuff we talked about earlier. And then if you feel okay after reaching your goal, you could try to stay at this lower level for example, 10 weeks, and then evaluate how you feel, and also like take notes through your process, like in a journal or something. And then you can evaluate if you want to up your caffeine intake again, or keep it there at the lower level, or even stop completely. Who knows? Like, it might be the right thing for some people. Some people that are dealing with anxiety or something like that, or feeling really stressed, it might be the right thing to completely cut out caffeine and just sticking with a substitute that is caffeine free. That might be something for you too, but you will know best yourself. So if you think this course sounds interesting, I hope you will sign up, and I hope I will help you feel better and feel more in control of your caffeine intake. Let's get started.